Welcome everyone to this amazing match between Pantalanard as the Beastmen going up against the Green One as the Dark Elves. So for both these champions, they both came together in the Battlemania finals, and this was one of their 3 games. So for the Green One, double Fair Manticores in the sky, backed up here by Morathi on Souffle. So here she's going to be having the Wand, as well as Soul Stealer, Heartrender and the Dark Sword, Enchanting Beauty, Greater Arcane Conduit, and Life Leeching. On the floor, we are going to have the double Scorch Runner Chariots, brilliant anti-large and armor-piercing missiles, alongside here the hero with the K-Knight Assassin. The legendary man here on the floor with the Assassin's Trophy and Web of Shadows coming in here with Murderous Mastery, making him very strong indeed. In the front, we are going to have the triple Dread Spears for that nice anti-large pressure, backed up by the nice anti-infantry triple Witch Elves. These lovely ladies here coming in with their Rampage mechanic, the Madness of Cain for negative speed and negative melee defense for some really nice debuffs. In the back for the mobility, 4 units here of the Dark Riders, 2 with shields, 2 without, and they're going to be pretty good there for 92 speed around the battlefield. So here for Pantalanard, we are going to have 2 units of the Chaos Warhounds, 1 here on either flank, backed up by a bucket load of Centaurs, some with throwing axes, some without, and also a nice juicy unit of the Tuskarl Chariots. Triple here of the Ungol Raiders in the pocket, backed up here by 4 units of the anti-large Ungol Spearmen, making a really nice force indeed here. And in the back, the juicy bits, we are going to be having the Brave Shaman of Wild on a Tuskarl with the Jagged Dagger and the Traitorkin, the Sons of Goros here with Magic, AP and Guardian, and in the middle we are going to be having Taurox the Brass Bull here today with the Brass Body and also Slaughter's Call. So this boy is super dangerous in almost any single matchup, but here he is going to have no hero support, no Manticores, it's just going to be a bucket load of Centaurs. So you have to have really good micro here to make sure that we can protect the big man. He does have 130 armor and pretty good melee defense, also when including there the Brass Body. This man can certainly endure quite a lot of pressure. In the front, looks like we're trying to shoot up against Taurox. Going to get a couple of misses there from the Scourge Runners. The front line is going to be coming forward here for the Dark Elves. And looks like here we are going to get the Green One moving to the left-hand side of the map. Trying to see, maybe we can pressure some of the outsider forces. We can see here that the Chaos Warhounds and the Centaurs just going to be kind of a little bit isolated there on the left. So Dark Riders moving in. Maybe trying to see if we get a bit of a pinch here. But I think this is due a little bit of a skip. Both sides are coming forward. It looks like we do move over. Nice movement there from Pantalanard to get away. And in the front here, nice little bit of cheeky pressure there from the Scourge Runners. But I think they're going to take some more damage in return than they probably gave out in damage value. So was that worth it? Yeah, it's hard to say. But good pressure there on the front for the Ungol Spearheads. In the front line here, looks like we are coming together. The K-Knight Assassin has now been seen. We are going to get a gorgeous Traitorkin coming overcast here up against both the Scourge Runners. Lovely work there from the Brave Shaman of Wild. So doing some brilliant damage in the front. And looks like over here as well, got to be very careful. I think we're trying to bait in and out. Maybe try to see if we get Morathi down, get a bit of poison and slam there with some Centaurs. Do some gorgeous work. Only time will tell. But in the front here, we are going to be wavering with the Ungol Spearheads. Lovely pressure yet again with the Scourge Runners just coming in, coming out, and just cycle charging that damage. In the front here, we are going to get the Dread Spears chasing. We are going to be shooting with the Ungol Raiders over the top. And here, the Dread Spears do go. The front line corner is going to be fighting. They should come around the corner here, and both sides now are going to be having a madness melee here in the middle. This opens up for the Scourge Runners to come in around the side. Maybe shoot up against the Brave Shaman. Get him into the pocket, maybe get some good kind of kiting up against the Centaurs, but 93 speed for these bad boys is no joke indeed. Cycling through the front, that is going to open up the right-hand side pocket, so we can really start moving in here for these Dread Spears. We are going to charge in here with the Sons of Goros. These bad boys here are going to try and come after the Scourge Runner, but it looks like here they are going to get caught up by Dread Spears. In the middle, we are going to have one Manticore getting caught here by Taurox. Big axe to the back as this bad boy rampages, throwing axe coming over the top. Quite a lot of them indeed. You can see in the front the Witch Elves are getting shot here by Centaur throwing axes. Ungol Raiders as well are going to be firing in. We do rampage the Ungol herds, but these sisters are taking a bucket load of damage. Rampaging here is the Fairy Manticore. He breaks big thumps coming from Taurox. Soul Stealer in the back as well, coming here on top of the Centaurs. Lovely work in catching also some Ungol Raiders as well. And lots of damage up against that Manticore. Big win here for the Beastmen. The K-Knight Assassin is in. Poison up against Taurox. The Brass Body activated melee defense and 40% damage resistance is no joke. Thumping here up against Morathi, even with all those debuffs activated from her. But also here, the Manticore is going to be chomping on the Brave Shaman. He, staying in that all that combat there is not going to be too great here for the caster. Could be another Traitorkin here on the side. It is going to be another overcast Traitorkin catching here on the Scourge Runners. So lovely work there on the side. That's going to do some brilliant damage indeed. But that is going to leave Taurox here on a 1-on-3. We do see here the K-Knight. Oh, the one just misses here. Taurox is not slow. 64 speed. Maybe the K-Knight could get some shots in that should slow him. Manticore is in pursuit. Also backed up here by Dread Spears. We do have some of the Dark Riders here. The Murderous Mastery is going to be activated. All the Murderous Prowess, indeed, for some, are going to be charging into the back, shutting down these Ungol Raiders. Witch Elves in the back as well, fighting against Tuskors. Lovely rampage mechanics there as well. And it looks like here is just going to be an absolute bomb of madness here throughout all of the factions. We can see here the Witch Elves now rampaging up against these Centaurs. Charging the back here, the Dark Riders doing some lovely work here. We are see more Centaurs fighting against Dark Riders. It's going to be shatters left, right, and centre here. The biggest problem we've got on the battlefield is the fact that Taurox here is going to be getting chased. Souffle is all over the backside of Taurox. We are going to be charging him with the K-Knight Assassin as well. 88 poison melee attack for this bad boy. He doesn't have much weapon strength. He's going to be coming in at 350, but he should be able to do some damage up against Taurox. Looks like here, it's going to be Soul Stealer catching 2 Ungors and a unit of the Ungol Spearheads. So the Raiders here are going to get pretty damaged, and that's pretty much going to stop any support here coming in for Taurox. We are going to get one of the Throwing Axe units charging in. It looks like we do push over here with the K-Knight Assassin. But now we also do get some mass hit. The Scorcher is moving in, trying to thump pretty hard here and prevent the Throwing Axes from doing any, or at least too much work. Taurox is going to get away. He is going to be wavering. 730 HP for him, and he actually breaks. So brilliant work there coming out of the Dark Elves. In the middle here, what are we going to see? Is this going to be another Traitorkin catching? That is going to be a regular Traitorkin catching here on the double Dark Riders. That one there will be finished. The second one will certainly take a lot of damage. Rampaging here with the Witch Elves. It looks like actually the Tuskor Chariot Brace Shaman is going to be chasing after these Scourge Runner Chariots. And it looks like we are going to be retreating here with the Centaur Throwing Axes. They should be able to do some lovely work here. They're still going to be having their nice ability, giving them added speed. And they are going to charge in straight here up against those Dread Spears. In the back here, the K-Knight Assassin is in pursuit here of Taurox the Brass Bull. Taurox is going to be running away here. 366 HP. We do see some Scourge Runners with a lot of ammunition left here. They're going to be charging after Taurox. And as soon as we get that under missile fire, they're -5. Once that does drop, and that is going to drop, he's going to immediately return there on 5 leadership. Shots to the back. That is going to bring it down to -8. And that there is going to be a break, and more than likely a death here for Taurox. And it looks like the man here, the big brass ball, the big brass chungus, could fall, and he does. Brilliant stuff here coming out of the Dark Elves. The Druchii here going to be performing super well indeed. But what we can see here, a bit of a resurgence coming in for the Beastmen. These Centaurs all over the backside of this force. We are going to be shattering here some Dread Spears, breaking and killing here up against the Manticore, and pushing off some of those Dark Riders. In the middle though, this triple threat is super strong indeed. Still a Manticore here for Terra, double Scourge Runners, as well as a K-Knight and Morathi. That could do a lot of damage indeed. Witch Elves are going to be shattering, and for the majority of the force, it's going to be pretty dead here, coming in from the Druchii. Mansa Power here, it's going to be dead even. We are going to be getting, oh, nice mobility movement there, coming in from the Beastmen. We can see here those Centaurs coming in from Panthalon moved away here from the rest of the forces, meaning only catching here up against the Centaurs. Lovely work indeed. We can see in the middle the Ferromanticore here is going to be getting shot, rampaging here up against the Sons of Goros. But these bad boys here are going to be doing pretty well, but they're more than likely going to terrify here up against the Manticore. Yes, that is going to be terrified. The wand is also coming down here on the face. That bombardment could destroy a lot of units. It's going to catch 2. It's going to catch 2. Not too many, so that's pretty decent there. In the middle, Tuskor Chariots here fighting up against Morathi. Good armor-piercing values. Same here for the Centaurs. They can fight pretty nicely here, even up against Scourge Runner Chariots. And it's like here, it is going to be a Web of Shadows coming down. Oh, a clutch last-ditch ability here coming in up against the Centaurs. This is really going to pull balance of power here towards the favour of the Druchii. Lovely damage here coming in the Centaurs. That's going to be a break. We should see a break here for the Ungors. Wavering. That is going to be army losses. GG's, and well played here to the Druchii and the Green One. What a fantastic battle here between both of these ODM legends. I really enjoyed having them here in the final for the Battlemania Season 6, and I'm super excited to see what's going to happen for Season 7 here coming forward for Warhammer 3. But what an awesome, awesome performance here from this game. And what I want to say to Patelanod, yeah, very nice game with all of the nerfs that came out of Beastmen, you know, making Taurox SEMs and also making Gorbals SEMs. You know, it made it very difficult here for a lot of Beastmen players, especially in this matchup. But still a nice performance indeed. 1,130 there for Taurox the Brass Bull. 850 there for the Brave Shaman of Wild with 607, 218, and 134 with 220 for the Ungol Spearheads. Ungol Raiders 380, 420, and 506. With 520 and 670 for the Centaurs. Here for the Tuskors, we've got 51 kills, 870, so okay on that performance. 95 kills for 627 there for the Sons of Goros. I think the majority of their kind of the ideal behind the Sons of Goros was maybe to do some damage here up against these Scorch Runner Chariots, potentially, or maybe here up against some of the physical. There are some cavalry here. I forget the name, but there's some cavalry that do have physical resistance of about 40%. I forget the name. There's the Regiment Renowned has the Soul Stealer imbued on them, as well as a Soul Blight. So we are going to have Centaurs here with throwing axes, one at 1036, 430, and 588. So pretty nice there as well, with 122 and 125 here for the Chaos Warhounds. Not too many places for these bad boys to call home, but I think if they manage to get maybe a rear charge on the Dark Riders or something like that when they've hit into combat, could have been pretty juicy here from these nice units. So for Morathi, we got 82 kills, 1,800, 720 there for the K-Knight, with 506, 380, 440 there for the Dreadspears, with 450, 240, and 250 from the lovely ladies. So 350 and 490 there for the Dark Riders, with 330 and 680 for the shielded variety. Yeah, I really like Dark Riders. I think are very powerful in almost any matchup. They nearly always pay for themselves, especially there if they do get the best out of that murderous prowess. So we're going to see 730 and 880 here for the Scourge Runners. Yeah, just stables here in this matchup, I think, with 1,200 and 430 there from the double Ferrum Manticores. An excellent game here between these two. I really did enjoy this one. If you guys did do please leave a like here on the video. It really does help a lot. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below with all your thoughts and opinions. And do feel free to subscribe here on the channel, as it really, really does help the growth. And guys, if you haven't already, do check out that description where you can find all my other social media platforms, including Twitch, but most importantly, that Discord, where you can leave replays for casting just like this one, and you can see all of my content here coming from Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 3 in the future. So other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you all very, very soon.